Hey, what's up? It's me again, Paolo, and today I'm shooting interiors for Century Properties. And while I'm shooting, I thought I'd ask my friends to ask me anything they want, and I tried to answer them as faithfully as possible throughout my shoot. And here you go. Okay, so Paolo Bognot Lopez asks, pag nagsabay ang gig and shooting, ano unahin mo? Depends on what pays more. but most probably shooting. Okay, next question is from Joyce Pingol Canlas. Sir Pao, sabi nga nila, you'll never get tired in doing what you love. Pero, do you ever feel tired of doing your craft? When? How? Why? No, I don't feel tired doing shoots. I mean, I feel tired sometimes, but the moment I hold my camera and start shooting, it all goes away. I don't know why. Okay, so the next question is from Oliver Panlilio. He asks, kailan kaya ako ulit makakapag-shoot for Paolo Feliciano Photography? Hey, anytime bro, just hit me up. Anytime, everybody's welcome. Just message me. This next question is from Noelson De Jesus. He asks, ano po pinaka-favorite niyong kinukuhanan? Wedding interior furniture at bakit po? I've been asked this question many times before, and my answer is and will always be whatever I'm shooting at that moment, that's my favorite. I really don't have any preference. I'm just happy that I'm working. I don't know if you watched my review of the Canon EOS R, but I suggest you watch it. Anyway, I like shooting with it for interiors because of the flip-out screen. So without the flip-out screen, it's gonna be like this. So this next question is from Angelito Berber, one of my favorite grooms, and he asks, nakapag-shoot ka na ba ng event habang may LBM ka? Yes. Pero syempre, you have to still shoot and the show must go on, and you have to still do your job even if you're sick or whatever disease or sickness you might have. Okay, next question is from Mitch Viray. She asked, hello Sir Pao, try ko lang isang question. What motivates you to continue taking pictures economically, intellectually, and emotionally? And I thank you. Just that when you're good at something, you would want to keep on doing it. Maybe that's the best answer I can give about that. Di ba? Okay, so this next question is from my friend Chug Kadiogan. Pwede ba mag-shoot sa labas ng interior pag interior shoot? Pwede. So this question is from Japs Viray, and he asks, how do you decide which best angle to take? And I have a similar question here from I am Georgette Rodriguez. He asks, hi Sir Pa, how do you find the right angle for your subject? Let's answer Mr. Japs first. For interiors, I normally have three variables. First variable is where the light is coming from. Is it coming from a window, or is it coming from the lights from the room? So that's one. And then the second thing I consider is the logistical possibility. Sometimes there's only one possible angle for a certain space, so, or maybe two. So then you just have to do the two angles. And the last one is I do what the client wants. Maybe that's one of the top things I consider. I just do what they want. I just do what they need for their whatever, their brochure, their website, or their social media, and I just follow what they ask me to do. And then I just add some more angles in there for them to choose. So, but basically, it's more of gut feel. There's no really correct answer for that. It's just that you have to do what your gut tells you and what you feel is nice and beautiful. My next question is from Shan Gomez, and she asks, Kuya Pao, lights on or lights off? I am strike anywhere. So it doesn't matter. But anyway, if you're talking about we're talking about interior photography, lights on, definitely. Well, depends on what the client wants, but mostly it's lights on because that's how they intended the space to be, and so turn on the lights. Next question is from Hershey. She asks, Pogi, paano magbenta ng madaming tickets? Ini, ba't kaya kayo niya? First, kailangan may pang sipingnan, kaya ba't chikahan may maluwat, kaya ba't saka may sabihan, saka may biglan, saka saan ticket ang ito. Regarding Georgette's question, how do I find the right angle for my clients? That all depends. I just find what looks good on them, and I do that. I shoot that. Again, it's just gut feel. Most of them, they already know what angle they like because they do a lot of selfies, and I just follow that. From Gracias to you, from Grace. May takid na ka ba habang mag-shoot ka? Every time, Grace. Every time. This is from Instagram. Pitaksen? Okay, anyway. Okay, first question is, do you use natural light or strobes or a combination of both? I use most of the time, a combination of both, but I prefer using natural light over strobes because that was how the space was intended to look like. So that's why, out of respect to the designer, I use available light. But sometimes it looks better by adding artificial light, so that all depends on how I feel that day and how I want the space to look like. That makes sense. Okay, would you be willing to mentor for interior photography? Do you need an assistant? I volunteer. Sure, just hit me up and send me a message. We'll see what happens. Any tips on how architectural interior photographers can get clients? Thank you, sir. Basically, just build your portfolio first. Can't book shoots without a proper portfolio. You need a proper website, I guess, and so you need to build a portfolio, something that represents you as a photographer and represents your work in general. It doesn't necessarily have to be a lot of pictures. Maybe start with 10 photos that are, diverse enough to represent you. Any tutorials or online courses you'd recommend to learn more about interior photography? Maybe start looking at fstoppers.com. I think they have a lot of tutorials, free and paid, so start with that. And then for me, I just look at magazines and interior websites, and the Instagram. I get a lot of tips there. Just keep on practicing, keep on shooting. I think that's the key, practice.
There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight from my soul.
So when I'm shooting, I also like, sometimes lang, to move around furniture just so I can get the best angle, because I'll show you before and after. So before, that's the shot, and then I'm gonna move the furniture towards the light. Also the other one towards the light, so I can get a better picture. So this is the after shot. Sometimes moving furniture around will help you get better shots, but just be careful. Sometimes the interior designers don't appreciate you moving furniture around. Okay, this next question is from John Carter. What is your deepest fear in your career now as a wedding photographer? What is your philosophy in shooting? My biggest fear is that I missed booking, or that I'm late for shoot. It's my biggest fear. That's why I'm always early. I'm an hour earlier than what is required. And what is my philosophy in shooting? I try to be, sometimes as wedding photographers, we try to control too much of what happens during the day, and we tend to forget that we are just there to document. So my philosophy is just to be more of a documenter than a director. This question is from Kevin Davis. Kevin Davis asks, why? Ano? Nang why? Why? Oh, why? Ano ini? Samasan. Okay, this is from Gary Cruz. Kuya Pao, ano usually lensing gagamitan mo for interiors? Mag-strobe ka ba pag makanyan? Thanks, Boss Pao. Gary, I use 1635 2.8, 50mm, 45-24. Tilt shift. Strobe depends on the situation, but I try not to. Try to use available light or the lights from the ambient light or available lights. From Pibo David. He's asking for tips for furniture photography. Pibo, just shoot a lot of angles. Try not to distort the product. Just if you can, use strobes. If you use available light for furniture, they tend to be soft. Yeah, and ask your client what their preferred output is and try to follow that. Yeah. Okay, Lawrence Lopez. Sir Pao, how to be you po? Lawrence, I already answered this question before. Watch that and you'll know. You'll find out. So this next question is from Voltaire Zalamea. His question is, bakit nga ako ang favorite wedding planner mo? Volts, di ba natanong mo na to? Anyway, the question is, why am I your favorite wedding photographer? Answer that. Di ba? Alright guys, so I just got home from the interior shoot, but I realized that I haven't answered some questions from you guys. So let me just answer them real quick before I rest. Okay, this question is from Lord Jean House. She asked, why so pogi, Sir Pao? Paolo, Feliciano. That's my question. Jeans? But thank you, by the way. This question is from Hazel De La Cruz Esguerra, one of my brides. Kuya Pao, almost every day I get to see you post your work on FB and IG. Your wedding gigs start early and end up late. How do you spend time with your family? How do you balance your work life and family life? To be honest, it's really, really difficult to do that. Especially, I work almost every day, even on the weekends. I'm just happy that my family is very supportive, very understanding of what I do. Not only do they give me strength, they give me the reason why I do what I do. I just try to be present whenever I'm with them, even if it's really late at night, or I try to still spend some time, just be with them. And whenever I don't have a shoot, I try to not do anything except for take care of them, especially babysit and stuff. So yeah, it's very difficult, but I gotta do what I gotta do. So okay, next question is from Tasho002. Kuya Pao, saan yung best place for you to shoot a prenup? Thanks. Okay, a good place to shoot a prenup is different for each couple. So what you do is you send the output that you would want your photographer to achieve and let them give you inputs on where the shoot should be. Or if you have a special place together with your fiancé, you can also do that. Also, try and watch my videos for prenups. I'll put some links down below. Anyway, try to just make it as personal as possible. I think that's the key. This question is from Russell May, up-and-coming fashion designer Russell May Cordero. She asks, what excites you the most? It's the fact that I'm able to share special moments with people, and that's just the fact that I'm there to capture their special moments. That excites me a lot. And that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching me answer some questions. I hope you got to know me a little better. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and watch out for more videos. And see you on the next one. Bye!